The dog jumped over the moon while the cow used the broom. So I wanted to just share this story because I've been having fun, put myself out there dating so far. And there was this one experience I had that really taught me stick to your guts. Not saying be like rigid minded or don't open your preferences or your standards and stuff, but your gut is right 10 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10 the worst. And here's my story. So I'm more of like an in-person type person, you know? Like I'll link you up, see you face to face. I like what I see, run down on it.
This is nice.
And I'm like I'm say I'm pretty handsome, tall, confident, you know the vibes, dark skin, long dreads, and pretty outgoing. I know myself and I know what I want. So I see that, and with that being said, me and Shorty swipe on each other, match up, and we're chopping it up for like 2 weeks over text, you know, feeling it out. And I'm a very curious and inquisitive person. Like, I don't mind playing the whole 21 questions game, but I know at the end of the day, face to face is where I thrive. That's where I'm at with it. So, sooner than not, before I even like, I want to say lock in that we're like talking, or, you know, building, recording. So, there's a music festival the following weekend, let's say Saturday. I hit her like, yo, you want to go? I got a homie that's performing. She knew somebody that was performing as well. Link up. Now, in the 2 weeks of us talking, the only real things I could say of substance that I learned from her or that she shared is that she was getting ready to go through this surgery. And I'm not a pessimistic person, but I do take things serious. So I'm like, I understand surgery sensitive to people, and it's not something that everybody wants to, you know, jump into or be open and forthcoming with. It's sensitive, which is cool, which is all right. And I'm like, okay, but at the end of the day, like I'm looking for something long term, you know, hopefully forever. So that comes with like health and all that stuff too. So me being a open book, I'm like, yo, not to be abrasive or rude, but just inquiring a little bit like, oh, so what's like, is everything all right? Cool, cool, cool. And after a little bit, she lets go like, oh, yeah, I'm super big on like my dieting and stuff. I want to get surgery. I have to basically cosmetic surgery, but she gave it the feeling as if it was like a serious medical thing. That's why I was being a little retentive on bringing it up. But it came back up because we're going to this festival, and I'm like, yo, we could turn it into a picnic. The original plan was like, yo, we go to the festival, kick it there. When it gets lame, we could dip out or just chop it up. My boy Raz was throwing an after party on the west side in like this cool lounge where they do gaming and stuff. And then it was summertime, so summer nights we could post back up to the beach or just, you know, kick it. You bring the towel, I'll bring the food, all that good stuff. Shorty's with it, cool, cool, cool. Now, when it comes to me and dating, looks are probably around 40% of like the overall like green button or red button, you know? Because I'm an open-minded person. Like, yeah, I want to be attracted to who I'm with, but
40% is open minded.
yeah, 40%. Because like, it's not that crazy, you know. Like
40% it seems like a lot to me. That's damn near half.
it's almost half, but you gotta understand like that's just like looks, and I'm not talking about like, oh, you gotta be baddie 110. It's like I gotta like what I see 40% of what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the blow.
and it's not. I'm not saying like we talking like hourglass, ooh, always on point. I'm talking about like overall. Like I expect you
Like
when
a
you
4 out of 10. Like
out of wake up, off the wake up. How do you look? When we going out, how do you look?
Like you're messing with a 4 out of a 10.
Nah, bro. Nah. See, that's the difference. Like, just because you 40%, like 40% of attraction that I take in. You know, I'm not saying you 40% attractive, but like your overall attractiveness,
Like
looks only equal
like you're
40%.
40% there to being attractive.
Yeah, if you look good, you're
Wait,
40% there.
nah,
What you mean?
you're done.
Nah, bro. Like if I think you look cute, or like if I think you look cute or I, then you're good. That's 40%. But the other 60% is like your personality. How are you in public? How do you talk? Like how do you carry yourself, you know? And that means way
Your
more to me
Majesty,
than looks, cuz for the most part you could
your
change
army is
looks,
prepared
you
to
know?
march.
Like we could go hit the gym. I could go
And
put you in some style.
not the most part. You can for the everything part. These
So
motherfuckers be doing
they've come.
360.
Nah, bro, you got to think about it, cuz like
General Krauser.
that's neither here nor there, right? But that's we just talk about me.
They be having men out here looking more women than
Band
women.
of stragglers and
And
Doing
that's the
their
thing, like
surgeries.
I feel like as a guy, it takes a lot less for us to look more put together, you know? Because all we got to do is like get a little workout, get a little fit body, and tighten up the style, you know? Everything other than that is like really up to like the genes you were born with, you know? And then your personality could carry you as a guy. But for women, like the things you see is like that first impression is really visual.
Could
But
it
like
be?
that visual first impression don't mean all that much to me,
Princess
because I
Alone.
know that like at the end of the day beauty fades, and I appreciate, like I find beauty in I'm just being
it.
me. I'm just being me.
Late arrival, Your Majesty.
But that's besides the point, right? So back to this date.
But your wounds.
So
You should be in bed.
Friday comes around, and the
Please, Your
only two
Majesty,
things I really like
must
know
let me
about her,
lie
I'm
on your
like,
side.
all right, maybe she nervous.
For the
And you
future
know
of
how
my
shorties
nation.
like they always look different online than in
Princess
real
Alone.
life. And there's always gonna be a clash. And that's not always a bad thing, you know? You might be a 10
Nah, Shorty
online.
was a catfish.
No, I'm not saying she was a catfish. I'm saying, let's say Shorty was a 8 online.
Proud soldiers
In
of
person,
Altea,
she
the wounds
was
from your last
a
battle
7.
fresh.
A 40 out of 10, a 4 out of
Brave
10.
men and women
She
have
was a
met
7
us,
in person, a
taking
8
up
online.
arms.
Like 8 on the pictures, right? So face to face,
What
I'm
the
like,
fuck
all
It
right,
fills me
what
with
is an 8
pride
supposed to
to
look
see
like
you
though?
rise up together today.
8, like she was bad. Like she was bad. She was light skinned, Latina, nice curves, a little bit of a belly, but like not nothing crazy.
For my sister
She was just like, all right, I'm gonna keep it a
But that's
buck.
every
It was her
girl.
people.
She was cross-eyed and she had an attitude.
For her people she fought, and for her people she
And like
gave
just
Nah.
and her outfit was not hitting. Like
my father,
she wore like
King
this
Hardis the
burgundy
Third,
red
is
one-piece
consumed with a
jumpsuit,
thirst for power.
which was cool because it showed
He
off
will
the
not be
body,
content
but
until
like
the whole realm is
it
his.
just it was a weak outfit, you know?
I'd
Like
like to
it was
carry
weak.
on my sister's legacy.
That's
For the
not something I would
future
wear
of
on a first date.
Ostia.
That's kind of something like I would wear like chilling around the crib,
Alone,
you know?
each of us are but a faint flicker of light.
Stop it.
But
Together, we
she's
are a
pretty in the
roaring
face.
flame,
She didn't do like she had her makeup
blazing
done, but it wasn't
inferno
too much.
that
It was
will
just like
cast out the
maybe some
She
blush,
was pretty
some
in the face when she was able to look at
Let
you
us fight
straight.
together
but I don't mind that. I thought
to
like she was a
protect
little
all
like
that we
cockeyed,
love.
cross-eyed. But I'm like, all right, everybody got their quirks. Like I don't mind it because like other than that, like she bad. Like
He
you're not
was
gonna
like,
get
yeah. He was like, yeah, man.
My
You
friends,
can look to the left and to the right.
the
yeah,
morale
you
of
know,
our
and
But
I don't
troops
have
will
to
be
really
key
stress
to our
out eye
victory.
contact now. You feel me?
I must be with them on the battlefield.
So
stop, bro.
on
You
some real
good?
shit.
Nah.
That's where I'm coming from with it. So we see each other face to face, and I look the same. So like she was blushing, like I'm handsome. Like she was with it. She you know when shorties are with it.
She was with
You like
it.
yeah, she give you know that look, you know? Like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
So we link up, give a hug, whoopie whoop. For the sake of it, I'm gonna call her Sarah. We'll call her Sarah. So
No, she was.
I'm like, yo, Sarah, what up? Blah blah blah. She's like, oh hey. She got the blanket. We probably link up a good like 15-minute walk from the park because
I thought
it,
you were gonna say 15 times.
No. 15-minute walk from the park where the festival was going on. So we're walking, we're talking. Mind you, she's been only thing she's told me about herself, like really, throughout these 2 weeks of texting is that one, she has a kid, she's taking her diet serious, and she's looking for surgery, or she's looking to undergo surgery soon, right? So I'm like, alright, what do you want to eat? In my head, I'm thinking fruit, wine, something chill, you know? I bring that up. She's like, yeah, that's a go. Just not too much. And we figure out a spot. We figure out the festival. We lay out a spot, lay out the towel. We in New York, so convenience is one thing. Like, no, I did not like pre-package a whole picnic basket, all that jazz. No, like we're in New York. I could go. Anything we need is in a 5 to 10 minute walk. So I go get the food. And one big thing to note is that I don't carry cash. Like, I haven't carried cash in years because a matter of convenience, you know? So I go, I get like some pre-sliced fruit, some regular mangoes and stuff. I get the little box. I'm Call me whatever you want to call me, but the beatbox wines, wine cooler, whatever. I had a great experience with those when I did a show out in Virginia. So I see those in the store. I'm like, yo, yeah, let me run those up, get some ice, get a few flavors of those, and I bring it back.
Let's get started.
The show starts. My homegirl Azul Sky performs, and I'm like, oh, it's lit. She has a dope R&B voice. I get up. I'm a dancing person. I'ma always have fun. I don't know how to dance, but I don't care about looking like a fool. So while we up there having like Azul's out there singing, I'm getting up. I'm doing my little 2-step, boom, boom, boom. I look over to Sarah. I'm like, yo, Sarah, you wanna groove? Like, you trying to vibe? She's either nervous, like, but she let me know beforehand, like, yeah, she's a little introverted, but we came to an understanding, like, yeah, you could be introverted. I don't mind that. I'm not the type to impose. Like, you don't have to be like me to be with me. I like the differences. So as long as you're not imposing or stepping on my toes or ruining my fun, we good. She's kicking it, whatever. Later on, she realizes that there's a couple of people at the show that she knows, but she's not like trying to make it hot. Weird. Yellow flag, but you know, to each his own. I don't judge. And it's summer, it's hot. Later on, we post on our stories, like we kicking it, chilling and stuff. The homies see me at the festival, like, oh, yo, we pulling up to the festival too. I'm like, I bet, it's lit. Later on, the ice melts, the wine gets a little warm, so I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go spin and go get some more food. I'll be right back. Text me if anything, XYZ, right? So I go off, I roll up, and I go hit the store. I think I pick up like a bottle of Patron, some more ice, of course, some cups, and I think like a bag of gummy snacks for myself. And on the way back, I see the icy truck, like the Coquito truck. If you don't know, if you're not from the city, yeah, we're not talking about like liquor Coquito. We talking about like little icy stand. Like shorty will serve the soft serve ice cream. Like, it's not like vanilla or nothing. You got like mango, cocoa, cherry, lime. The exotic ones be having the tamarind.
I think we talking about the cookies and all the shit in it.
Nah, I'm talking about the other joint, right? The helado. But the so I see that, I'm like, oh, cool, lit. The inner kid in me, I love sweets. I have a sweet tooth and I love ices. So I'm like, oh, I want one, but I don't carry cash. There's a couple dudes outside the park trying to like push some tree. I got my own tree, I ain't chilling. But I'm like, yo, I'll trade you some trees for a couple singles. Like, and me, I'll bless you. I'll give you like a double for like 5 singles. I just want these ices innocently. I don't really care about the trees. I want the ices right now. You feel me? Of course, they're like, nah, young bull. Like, we got that. You need that. Come get that. I'm like, nah, I just need cash. They like, nah, they can't help me. All right, whatever. I pull up to the icy man because, you know, I'm a curious person. I'm going to ask questions. Yo, bro, you take card? Yes. By the grace of futuristic technology, the icy man takes card. So I text Shorty, I'm like, yo, you want an icy? She's like, yeah. Now, keep in mind, he takes card. That's the only reason I'm getting these ices, right? And she's been talking about being on a diet for like the last 2 weeks. So I'm gonna get you the little small $2 cup. I'm gonna get myself the like $5, $8 cup, doubled up. And he had the tamarind and the pina lime combo, which is OD goated. So I boom, drop that swipe. He takes card, and I pull back up on her with the ices. The show's still going. We're sitting down. We're talking. We're chopping it up a little bit. And I'm getting up and I'm dancing. Some of the artists, like, I'm not one of those like showboats just for nothing. Like, if the song is not hitting, it's not hitting. But if I could somewhat mess with it, I'm gonna show you the most love that I can. I'm gonna get up, vibe. I'm gonna chop it up with you, connect, because I'm a fan of this most first and foremost. You know. So the show goes on. We're chopping it up a little bit. Some of the acts got me dancing. Other acts got me like chilling and stuff. She's kind of been retentive and like a little bit to herself, but I chop it up some nerves, like her being nervous, because there was a couple things like she tried to like put the moves, like we ended up holding hands for a little while, and so like I guess she got a little finicky. She like leaned up on me for a little while. We cuddled a bit. It was cool. It was a nice little vibe. Something I could hold on to. The homies pull up later. We chop it up. I introduce her to the homies.
Wasn't like a hug.
Nah, I mean, I love these hoes. I like, if you know me, I love these hoes. So as long as you honest and you moving accordingly and you moving respectful, like we grown at the end of the day. Like health and respect over everything. You feel me?
So she wasn't like a thought.
No, no. Nah, she wasn't a thought. You feel me? Like we're genuinely like on a date cooling. But one weird thing, another thing, mind you. So we sitting down and we cooling, and because like me, I'm out here like searching and stuff. I asked her, keep it a buck, like, yo, what's the relationship with you and your baby dad? Because I've never dated a single mom before. I don't have any kids personally. But I did come up with a stepdad. So it's not something that I'm completely like turned off to, but I want to be respectable to all parties involved, you know? So I'm like, yo, what's up with your baby dad? How's y'all relationship? Y'all cooling? And she's like, oh, well, he don't, she said something slick. Like, I can't even, the way she said it was crazy. But to sum it up, she's like, well, he don't gotta know what I'm doing. I'm doing what I want. We not together for a reason. Huh? I feel you. I get that. But does he know you out here dating and prospectively like bringing other dudes around his kid? Because love aside, me personally as a man, like even if I plan whoever has my kid, we gonna be together forever, ever. Like that's it. You feel me? But even if God forbid we don't, and we end up having a mac out, separate and stuff, at least have enough respect, because I'm gonna like to let the other person know, let the other parent know, oh yeah, I'm bringing other people around our kid. You know, like maybe
I was just talking about this with my homegirl last night. It's like you gotta like you can't. You're lucky that so and so is, you know what I mean, so and so, because it like let it be have been somebody else. Like that could have been some fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why.
So and so wasn't a good person. Like imagine like you really just left them, you know what I mean? Like or just introduced them to.
It don't even be like a matter of being a good person. It's just consideration. Like, imagine if like the person you're dealing with really don't give a fuck. Like, that's just an extra headache you got to deal with, you know? Like, and there's people out here who, unfortunately, they stuck with people who really don't care. But so I ask her that, she gives me that attitude of an answer. Now I'm like, all right, second red flag or second yellow flag, almost orange. That's an orange flag, you know? Because another
like,
thing about
like,
me,
low-key, now it's like, are you a good mother?
am I bugging? Cause
Yeah, it's like, but that's like, is that like not a bad showing of like being a bad mother? Like,
I don't know. I don't have kids personally. I don't have kids.
I don't know.
But
Let me ask my homegirl because I got a lot of homegirls with kids, so let me just ask them so they can put their input in. But I'm pretty sure like you tripping.
it's weird, to say the least. That gives me like orange flags, right? So I'm like,
It's just like, girl, what the fuck? And then she talking about her response about the baby dad is weird. Like you sound all over. You sound I don't
it
know. I
sound
don't
like
like it.
drama off rip.
It does. It does. You sound
And
like you overly doing too much.
me personally, this is like I love to the fullest extent, and I know myself. So me personally, like if I was him in that situation, not only do I want the conversation, like I'm not saying we gotta agree eye to eye, but at least have the respect to have the conversation. Like, yeah, I'm dating other people, whatever, right? But imagine how many I'm not sure if you know, but you remember Trouble the rapper? He died.
Who?
Trouble. He was a rapper from down south. He was signed to Mike Will Made It. He was like really on the come up type shit. OD, RIP. But he died because he was cracking a shorty and her baby dad came through and caught him. And you know down south guns is legal. He coming out the crib, bah. Right? And I'm not saying I'm the type to wild out, but if I see a random dude that I'm unaware of creeping around the same place where my child sleeps, I'm gonna have a problem with it. Just off the natural respect, because it's like, aside from safety and all that, you know? And I feel like as adults, there's just a level of communication and conversation we should all be having. But that was like orange flag for me. Whatever. So
that was orange flag for me.
moving on, the homies pull up and we chopping it up. I introduced it to the homies, and like, mind you, these are like, when I say the homies, these are my brothers. I've known these guys for at least 12 years. You know? My mom called my mom is their mom is my mom type vibe, you know? We spend the holidays together. So I'm like, that's another thing. Like, I'm not gonna introduce you to people like introduce you to people that you have to look over or watch your shoulder about. Keep that in mind. So later on in the night, the festival ends. We're posted outside the park. Like I said before, the plan was for us to go to this after party for my boy Raz over on the west side. She goes like to the gas station to use the bathroom or whatever. Leaves us to chop it up. I'm catching up with the boys for a little while. We coolin'. She spins back and she's like, "Yeah, I got my Uber. You coming with me?" I'm like, "All right," because over the little bit of texting, we established like we don't live too far from each other. So I'm like, like, you gotta go back and change type shit. Like, you going back to change? Because I'm already wearing my party gear type shit. You feel me? Like, I plan to be out. She's like, "Oh well, yeah." I'm like, but the way she said yeah, it wasn't like 100%. And I don't really know you, right? And you already gave me orange flags. So I'm not about to just put my commuting safety in your hands. Personally, I'm not that type. I'm good. And we live close enough to like, oh, if we're spinning out, we spinning out. So I hit her, I'm like, "Yo, go ahead, get the cab. I don't want to be rude to the boys. I'm gonna at least peace out with them, see what they doing, because one of my bros got the whip. So if anything, he could take us to the party." He's like, "Yeah, we could just spin out, jump in the whip right there. You ain't even gotta mess with Uber." She's like, "Nah, she's set on getting this Uber and going to the crib." I turned that down. I'm like, "All right, I guess I'll just go get right, and I'm gonna piece these guys out, and then I'll hit you. Hit me when you're done changing. I'll link you up, and then we could go to the party together." All right, cool. She jumps in the Uber. I hit her up. I'm like, "Yo, what's the word?" She's like, "Oh, yeah, give me like 30 minutes. What? At this point, you got in the Uber like an hour and a half ago, bro. You needed 30 more minutes? Like, alright. So I touch back home just to touch base and stuff, because at this point, like, I'm gonna just like, I might as well change, because I'm like, whatever, and like that will make it closer for us to link and go together if I just peel back home. So that's what I do. I hit her back again. I'm like, yo, what's the word? Whoopty woo. She's like, oh, I'm gonna shower and I'm gonna just chill with my cat. And she does have an actual cat, right? So I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna shower, chill with my cat. Do you wanna like pull up, basically? And I'm like, what? And I know a lot of y'all are probably like, you probably be like, oh, Wayne, you supposed to slide, you know, that was the play. But I just met Shorty, bro, and like, we ain't even. I'm with it. Like, it wouldn't be the first time like I was a first night demon. I'm with the shits. Like I said, I'm open minded. I don't judge. Like, I've cracked the Shorty on the first night, and we ended up being in a whole relationship for the next 4 years. You know, I don't judge at all. But we didn't even have any type of vibe. Like, I don't really have much substance from you as a person. So nah, I'm good off that. So I politely double like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna just spin out to the party. I'll hit you up later. She's like, oh, okay. She did her little like, oh, okay, good night, stay safe, whatever. Cool. I go out, come back home, knockout. And I wake up to a text at like, I want to say 8 o'clock. I normally wake up at like 5 o'clock. So 8 o'clock is kind of like late for me on the wake up. But I wake up to a text at 8 o'clock. And it's a paragraph. And I don't normally save numbers until like we really locked in. So it's just a random number accusing me of taking $15 cash. I'm confused.
Nah.
What? What the fuck? I just put my phone down, go about my day. I get another notification. So now I go check this number. I scroll up, see the call up. Oh, it's Sarah. What? Oh, did you take $15 from me? Oh, there's $15 missing from my bag. If you needed something, you could have just said so. XYZ. I'm like looking at this with the confused face, because what do you mean? What are we talking about right now? What's going on? I don't even carry cash. Huh? So I text back, nah, I don't even carry cash. The only reason I got us ices is because he took card. She texts back, and this is also why I don't like texting certain things via feelings. Like, we already got to the point where we exchange numbers. I feel like there's just a certain etiquette of things. Like, you can't text certain feelings. And certain accusations, I feel like you're better off calling someone or leaving a voicemail at the very least. Because I was highly offended, naturally as one may be. Especially if you're not a thief. And then this was all before good morning. This was all before good morning. So I done said good morning, all this other shit, and you're just jumping to accusations, right? And I'm like, what? And then she continues like, oh, well, if you didn't, then okay, I guess. What? If you feel like, what? In my mind, I'm thinking, are you bugging right now? Is this because I didn't crack? Is this because I didn't pull up last night? Are you just like, are you on some like hot and cold shit? You think this is sexy? You weird bitch?
Nah.
That ass. Like, that's what's going through my head. So she's like, yeah, all right, I guess. Well, and I forgot. It was some like, she said some shit. It was like ridiculous attitude. I instantly put her on the block list. Haven't talked to her since.